Hey, friends, Anita Waterman here. And one of the things you might not know about me is I went to a Dani Johnson event about 5 years ago. And I bought all her stuff about 5 years ago. And I see a lot of the trainers in Empower Network have been to Dani Johnson and listened to her stuff. And it was quite amusing to me because for many years, I thought, wow, I'm so mad at her right now because I haven't been able to do the things she taught in her courses. The way she teaches you to talk to people, the way she teaches you to build your business. And I hadn't been able to do what she taught, and I felt so ashamed for so long. I didn't know it was self-image that was making me ashamed, not her training. And her training, however, is why I was able to keep building my business, because she gives you so much hope. She came from such a terrible place herself, and in a terrible, terrible environment, and I'd never wish it on anyone. And she moved past that, and she changed her self-image, and she changed the way she did things. So all her training, all her audios I listened to over and over and over and over again, all her videos I watched over and over and over and over again did pay off. I do want to give that shout out. And so when some of you get started in this industry and you're not watching the videos over and over and over again and the audios over and over and over again, there's something wrong with you. Because either you're an extreme genius and you pick up everything on the first time, or you don't, or you're not ready. Because when I started out 5 years ago and she said, this is what you have to do. You have to watch my videos. You have to listen to my audios over and over and over and over again until my words are coming out of your mouth. In your own way, of course. But you need to listen to them. And so that's how I train. You know, I can do only so much to help you. But you don't want to just learn from me. You really want to find somebody who's made $1 million. Who's, even though I'm a $1 million girl, a multi-million-dollar girl, I don't have the kind of training you need yet, though. And I will. Let me make $1 million, and I'll give you the $1 million training. But here's what they do have. They have made $1 million. They have pulled in that kind of money. You want to be listening to them. They will put that, their self-image, their $1 million self-image into you. And that is where I got my first positive self-image, was from them, by listening to them over and over and over and over again. And later on I'd got lazy and I didn't want to do it anymore because my brain was going to explode. But let me tell you something, that was okay. I could take a break by then because I had really pushed myself to my limits. And then I stopped and took a break, and that's okay. Now it's time to push myself to my limits again. And share the things I've learned, share the experiences I had, let you know that the $20,000 that I thought I was scammed out of was not a scam at all. In fact, it was just my education. I paid for my education. And it was well worth it. Because without those stories, without the ability to see people go from victims and worthlessness to being valuable and worthy and capable of helping others in such a grand way, made it possible for me to change. So your story is everything. And even if you think sometimes you've been scammed, if you really think about it, you haven't been at all. There was a valuable lesson in it. And you might not see it for a few years. You might not know exactly what that lesson was. But there is a lesson. And if you do what your trainers teach you. If you're learning from millionaire trainers, multi-million-dollar trainers, and you're not doing everything they say, at least listening to them over and over and over again until their words are coming out of your mouth, till their confidence and their self-worth is emitting from your body, in the sense that you are who you hang out with is the truth, then I'm sorry, you're never going to make it. At least no one I know has made it. All these leaders that are making these $1 million are just Tom the Furry Hat Guy, a Dani Johnson fan. Now I know Dave was at Dani Johnson's, and I finally realized these people really took their business seriously and went to the best trainers they could afford and or couldn't afford, and got the training they need and did what the mentor said. And it might have taken time for them to get where they are today, but eventually they got there. So really listen to them. And like I said, over and over and over again. And I don't care who. If they've made $1 million or more online and you like their style, listen to them. And their ethic. And their ethics. Sorry. Okay. I think that's enough. But what I do want to say is, if you are looking for people to join in a company, think of me. See ya.